So I have a bunch of leftover trim from the jerky that I made. So I want to make ground beef for burgers out of it. Okay. It is fantastic. If I could do it all the time, I would never buy ground beef from the supermarket again. I would just make it all myself. But with the prices and all that, it's kind of crazy. So, right on. So what we're going to do is I've taken all the trim that I had left over from the eye of the round, and it's just froze it a little bit, not too much, just to kind of helps everything move through, and it's a little bit frosty and as cold as can be. And I also am going to chop up a little bit of bacon, because bacon makes everything better, especially burgers, and just grind that in with it. And it's really, really good. I'll add a few spices, really just salt, pepper, garlic is the biggest thing. I'm just going to kind of grind it in probably on the last pass. We'll probably do a rough grind, and then we'll do a fine grind, and we'll see where we're at. And if we have to, we'll go do it one more time, and then we'll cook up some burgers. All right, let's go. All right, so hopefully you can see this really well. So this is my Tupperware meat grinder. It works fairly well. It's takes a bit of elbow grease, I guess you could say. It's supposed to suction top to the counter. It doesn't stay super solid, so you really got to kind of hold down hard on the top while you're grinding. But yeah, it works, so let's go.
So at this point, I'm just going to take the trim and cut it up into small manageable pieces just to make it easier to grind. Same with the bacon. It just makes it a little bit easier to get through the machine. So I'm going to be doing a couple different grinds right here. I'm going to be doing a coarse grind at first. You'll notice the cutter has some bigger holes. And then once I run it through once, and then I'm going to switch out the plate for one that has a slightly smaller holes. And then I'll do a finer grind, and I'm going to end up doing it through twice. So I'll do it 3 times altogether. And before I do it the last time, that is when I'm going to kind of add the spices into it. And then we'll just patty it up, and we'll be good to go.
There we go. Ground beef from our fresh trim. Got some spices. So we're going to get it ready to go on the cast iron, and we'll do up some burgers. Okay, so we are ready to go with our burgers. Our pan is hot. And what I do is I just kind of loosely form them into a ball. I'm going to do 2. Set it right down. 2 burgers. We're just going to let those kind of go for a little bit. Push. All right. We're going to let those cook for a bit. that is our cheeseburger. Okay, let's see how we made out. Looks pretty good. I will give her a taste test. Really good. That American cheese, it really just sets it off. I really love the flavor. You really can't beat fresh ground meat. It just is. It's so good. That crisp from the cast iron and the flavor, the SPG, and then that little bit of bacon in there, that extra bit of fat. It really turned out well. I'm just really happy, and awesome. I hope you enjoyed that cook, and I look forward to you joining me on my next day off.